Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barry and this is Essentialise, and today we got my top 10 compliment getting designer fragrances. So there we have it, top 10 designer compliment getting fragrances. I have never done a compliment getting fragrance video before, but apparently YouTube likes them, so this is my take on it. And these 10 are fragrances that I regularly get compliments on when I wear them. Now obviously the old compliment thing is one of those where if you're a confident sort of person, if you walk around with a bit of a strut and you've got a good feel about you, people tend to approach you anyway. Whereas if you're like a shy, retiring person in the background, then people probably wouldn't compliment you on stuff which they might like and smell, but they might not say anything. So I think sometimes it's about the way you are, the way you feel, and that comes across to people, and then they feel as though they can compliment you. But I'll start off with my number 10. And this is normally one that I wear at Christmas time, and it always gets me compliments. People say that I smell like Christmas, that I smell lovely, and it's from Viktor and Rolf, and it's Spicebomb Extreme. So this is vanilla heavy. It's quite sweet, as you would expect with it being vanilla heavy, and it's a real spicy frag. And it takes it to another level with it being the extreme. You might have tried Spicebomb before, but this does take it to another level, and it's a lot sweeter and a lot deeper, and you would really enjoy it. And everyone seems to enjoy it when they smell it on me. So that's one of the darker frags that I tend to wear. Another one which comes in at number 9 is from Gabanna, and it's Gabanna L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. It's another one I tend to wear in autumn and winter time. This is a cherry and a creamy almond, vanilla, leather and spices. Absolutely lovely, and another one that people just tend to love. I've had guys ask me what I'm wearing with this one. They absolutely love it. On to my number 8, and this is from Giorgio Armani, and it's Acqua Profumo. Now this gets lots of love in the community, and rightly so. It's a bit of a Swiss Army knife. You can wear it any time of the year. It's more of a blue fragrance, I would say, but there's a lot more depth to it than you get with a lot of other blue fragrances. So it's got marine aspect to it. It's got incense, it's got citrus, there's herbs, geranium, patchouli. Really nice fragrance, and one that's guaranteed to get your compliments. On to my number 7. I love wearing this with a suit on. I think it's ideal for a suit sort of wearing sort of person. I obviously haven't been wearing a suit very often, working from home, but I think soon we're going to be back in the office, and I'll be wearing this in my suit, going over town and getting compliments. And it's Tom Ford's Beau de Jour. This is the dandy man sort of fragrance. It's a lavender bomb, it's fougere sort of style, and it's definitely a man in the suit refined feel to it. And I've had 4 or 5 different compliments off this one. People tend to really enjoy it. So on to my number 6, and this is from Hermes, and it's Terre D'Hermes. Now I've recently bought the 3 flankers to this, and there's a new one due out soon which I'm going to be picking up when that comes out. And this is absolutely gorgeous. Another great one for wearing a suit. It's really good in the springtime as well, and it's one of those that really wafts around you as you're walking around, so people can't but notice this smell. And I've had lots of compliments on it. I've been wearing it for quite a few years, and this is my 2nd bottle, and absolutely love it. It's like it's got like an earthy feel to it. There's like a spicy orange, vetiver, there's some pepper, some woods, patchouli, and it's just absolutely brilliant, and everybody seems to love it. So on to my last 5. Now these are all what are considered as blue fragrances, and I tend to find the blue fragrances are the ones that get more compliments. It's just a fact of life. People that are into fragrances, they tend to look down a little bit on the blue fragrances because they can be a little bit generic. But I think all 5 of these have got something different about them, and going by the amount of compliments I get, people out there do like them. So at number 5 from Dolce & Gabbana, and it's Light Blue Eau Intense. So this is marine fresh. It's got like a grapefruit note. There's a juniper in there. There's orange. There's musk. There's amberwood. It's got a real sea-like sort of feel. Absolutely gorgeous. And I've had lots of compliments whilst wearing Light Blue Eau Intense. On to my number 4, and this is quite new in my collection. I used to get quite a lot of compliments off the previous one that I'd got to this, but this is a new flanker, and it is from Yves Saint Laurent, and it's Y Le Parfum. Now I've used the Eau de Parfum and I've had compliments from that, but this one just seems to take it to another level. It's a lot sweeter. It's got apple, sage, lavender, tonka, grapefruit. It's got the aldehydes in there, bit of ginger. It's a sweeter version of the EDP, and the EDP done really well. And you tend to find that the younger crowd tend to go towards something a little bit sweeter nowadays, and I think that's what they're aiming for with this, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It really is a beautiful fragrance. So imagine a blue fragrance but just going a bit sweeter than normal. And on to my number 3, and this one always gets me compliments. People look down on this one, and I do not know why, because it's an absolute compliment beast, and it's Versace Dylan Blue. So this has got a little bit of a difference. It's got that ambroxan feel, that shower gel sort of vibe. It's got citrus, it's got watery notes, but it's also got like some incense and patchouli in there, some black pepper, which just to make it a little bit darker, but definitely one which people, when you walk past them, they'll say, "What are you wearing?" It's really that sort of fragrance. So number 3, Versace Dylan Blue. So onto my top 2, and this is the battle of the big guns. These two constantly get compliments, and I think one just outdoes all the others, and it might not be popular, but that's going to be my number 1. But my number 2 is from Chanel, and it's Bleu De Chanel, and this is the Eau de Parfum. An absolute compliment getting sort of fragrance. It's really, really nice. It's got citruses, it's got incense, there's amber, there's a few spices and aldehydes. It's a very refined fragrance. I would say it's a better fragrance than the number 1, but it doesn't get me as many compliments as the number 1. That's the only reason why it's fell in at number 2. Bleu de Chanel, and it's the Eau de Parfum version. So my number 1, you've probably guessed it already. It's that shower gel fresh fragrance, and it's Dior Sauvage, and it's the EDT, the original. This has got that shower gel vibe, the ambroxan in there, it's got bergamot, there's lots of spicy peppers in there, it's got lavender, there's some wood, some vetiver, and it just does the job. Whenever you tend to wear this, and I know lots of people that I speak to, lots of people that aren't into fragrances, you ask them what they wear and they say Dior Sauvage. I know a lot of younger people, and they say that it always works when they go to nightclubs. Don't know what that means, but they said the women love it, and I must agree, it is that sort of fragrance where everybody loves the smell. Yes, they might have smelled it before, but It's like being a Bisto kid when you've got this on, where you can just smell the fragrance. That seems to be what people do when they're around you. They're like smelling and, oh, what you got on? And a lot of the times nowadays, people should know what you're wearing because it's that popular. But there's some people out there that don't even know there's 4 different versions of Dior Sauvage, so who knows? But that's it. That is my number 1, Dior Sauvage EDT. So that's it from me. That's my top 10 compliment getting fragrances that I personally wear and they get me compliments. But go out there, be confident, and those compliments will be coming no matter what you're wearing, unless it's really bad. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know what your biggest compliment getting fragrances that you own. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It always helps the channel, and I'll speak to you all soon. Stay fragrant, not vagrant.